Hey everyone, Joshua Hamlin here at Bricks Minifigs in Ogden, Utah, and I'm joined by Braden and Tess. They're the owners of this store. Braden is going to be taking us around the whole store, but we're going to start off with the story behind this massive Bugatti supercar here. So how did this end up in the store?
So it's kind of a funny story because what happened was, so we're close to Park City, and Park City is a pretty well-off town. And so we actually had some customers come in, and they said that they had found a couple of boxes of Lego behind a dumpster. So they took all of the Legos and put them together and came in and sold it to us. Now, they didn't tell us this until after we'd given them cash for it, but it makes for a good story. It was pretty funny to just have them come in and bring so much stuff in too. So
absolutely, and these supercars just make for incredible display pieces. So it caught my eye when we first came in here. Yep. You, of course, have a tons more, so we'll launch into some of the sets back here. What are some of your favorites that you kind of have in stock right now? And for people who aren't familiar with Bricks Minifigs, I know this stuff is kind of always changing in and out.
Right, yeah, I love coming in after a day of not being here because it's new. But I love the playability, you know, all the ones that have the playability features that you can, you know, get and play. We've got the coaster set over here. We actually had to move this into the center because we had it on kind of one of the aisles, and kids kept coming over here and trying to play with it, and which we love, but when it keeps derailing every time, it takes a little bit of time. So, but that one's a really cool one. We've got the typewriter, which is such a fantastic one. We had a used one in here not too long ago it's just so intricate and cool how they made it.
Is everything on the top row here sealed? Or?
Yes, so okay. With the exception of the Super Mario, but the bags are sealed. That one's just got, just the box was open. But all of our sets are over $100.
Gotcha.
So we kind of keep them up there so that we just kind of have a good place for them. So, and it looks really good on this wall. So we do have the Black Pearl over here too.
A classic, I love it.
Yes, it doesn't have the minifigs, but it's still just a really cool
pirate ship
set. Yep. Yeah. Love
and then a set you don't hear a lot about though with the Jazz Quartet here, but just a really fantastic display piece.
Yeah, and you don't see these you know, the Minifig America, you know, style builds, and I wish they kind of did some more because they're just super fun, and really enjoy those. So
now we move out to some of your counter space here with the Minifigs. So I see a nice collection of the medieval stuff here. What else do you have in this case?
Yeah, so we've got the medieval, we've got the Disney, we've got a lot of the series. Bottom shelf, we've got all Harry Potter. We've got, you know, the newer set that just came out just not too long ago. But yeah, we've got all those medieval knights that we've just got a bunch of those from a customer. Brought in about 1,000 of them. And we bought those from them. So
we'll see some more displays later on with some of what you did with those.
We've used a lot of them, tried to use a fair few of them, yeah. So yeah, and then we just got the series minifigures, the video series down at the bottom.
Are people still interested in video at all?
Not so much. Mostly they get them for the accessories.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll grab them. They're like, "Ooh, I want that saxophone," or "I want that guitar," and they'll grab them for those. But yeah, other than that, no, not anybody comes looking for them really. So, but they are cool. Some cool colors, some cool extra features. So, and then over here, our most popular ones are obviously Star Wars. I'm sure you get tired of hearing that, but yeah, Star Wars is by far our
But
most
it's what
popular.
the people want. I mean,
yeah,
you got to keep it stocked and
give it to them, right?
Right, exactly.
Yep. So, good old Rancor. Yep, some really cool stuff. So, and then we've got our superheroes down here as well.
And as we turn around to this side, you've got kind of a mixture of all your different tables, the bulk and the minifigs out here.
Yeah, so we wanted to keep it open and feel really clean, and so we've got them spread out a lot so that you can get around them. We've got our ball figs, which are our staff picks basically. So the staff will come in and just build some, and so it's a lot more fun sometimes to just come in and grab one. I think the last one I built was one of the little teddy bears, and I gave him a butcher knife, and that sold in like an hour. I think somebody found it and was like, this is fun. So yeah, and then we've got 2 minifig tables. This is our biggest seller, are the minifig maker tables. We've got these dishes for the friends, which a lot of people really love having those. I don't think all Bricks and Minifigs have, you know, just kind of a space for those, but we get quite a few people who just go through those and spend time, you know, a couple hours in here looking for the right piece. So
sure. And then how do you guys organize your bulk tables here for people to pick through?
So we have premium packs here on the back wall, but we don't pull out too much because we like to have it as kind of, you know, a nice hidden treasure to find stuff. We do separate the Technic in this back bulk table, as well as all the tires and then kind of all the action figure pieces down there, just because those are pretty easy to pull out and separate. So, but no, we get compliments about our tables because we try not to overfill them. If you've ever tried to dig through a big bin of Legos, it gets really frustrating quick. So we monitor the levels pretty regularly to make sure that they're staying kind of at a premium fill. So yeah, we'll fill them up and add to them a couple times a week.
Nice.
So.
And you've got this kind of counter section up here, it looks like, with some of the smaller builds. So what do you keep in this area?
Yeah, so we've got $5 bills on the bags here. We've got $10 shelf, a $15 shelf, and a $20 shelf at the bottom. And then we've got some of our tricked out bricks and accessories and stuff like that. And these guys are actually local. So they are just in Kaysville, which is just about a 15-minute drive from here.
Oh, nice.
So I just go and pick that stuff up from them. We love working with those guys. They're great.
Yeah.
Nate from Tricked Out Bricks, shout out to him.
One of the interesting things you've got throughout the store here are these large couch builds. So
Yes.
what are the story behind these? How did you get all this here?
So these are Everblocks, and we actually got them from a warehouse that was closing down, and they were trying to just get rid of almost 5 pallets, over 1,000 blocks. And I picked them up for about $300. The only caveat is I had to get them out of the store by noon that day. So I spent the entire morning by myself. I had my kids help me for a little bit. And got them into my brother's basement because I didn't have enough room until we opened. So yeah, a lot of fun, a lot of comments, a lot of people really love those chairs. And they are surprisingly comfortable. I mean, I wouldn't set up shop on there, but they're fun, so yeah.
Now, one of my favorite parts when I came into your store is this kind of whole wall display section as we make our way down here. You've got these sort of like shadow box type displays, so how did you put those together and what do you keep in those areas?
Yeah, so I got these, I actually made them, I custom made them. I just got some shells out of Home Depot, cut them in half, and then made them pretty much so that they would fit a base plate in the back so that I could do some kind of fun displays. So we have some customer displays. We have, most of it's just stuff for my own collection, things I got off of Rebrickable and built, like the Bumblebee is a really cool one that you use the transformer that they just came out with, the Bumblebee, and it's just a rebuild, alternate build, that's the word I was looking for. The lightsabers are from Brick Vault, and I bought the plans, and we used our bulk, and I sourced all the parts from our bulk. There's some that I couldn't find, so I had to
Bricklink?
Bricklink, had to order them from Bricklink, so.
But it's a great example of a lot of the parts that you can find here in bulk. So
Exactly.
if you're a mock builder or a custom builder and looking to get some more parts, you can find a lot here.
Yep, yeah, I think I got 98% of it. I only had to find a few things that weren't.
Speaking of parts that you can find, one of the unique things here, I love the brick-built lettering on the bin of shame over here, and that graphic is super fun.
Yeah, we have an employee who's really a talented builder, and it was like probably the first week I was like, hey, we need a bin of shame. Can you brick build one? And he's like, sure. And I came in the next day and he had done that in like 4 hours, and it was just really impressive. So, and some of his stuff is on display. He helped me with the, we'll get to it here, that scene on the next shelf down, but yeah. Trevor, very talented brick builder.
And you mentioned earlier some of these like premium bulk parts that you pull out?
Yeah, these are our premium packs, so we'll pull these out and sell them in packs. That way you can come and just grab them for, your own mocks and anything that you're looking for specifically. We've got some keychains down here in the bottom. I'm still trying to find a good vendor for those keychains, but we try and keep as many as in stock as we can. They're pretty popular, so.
The brick sabers here are something unique that a lot of the Bricks Minifig stores have offered this year. So they're lights up and make sounds, and there's a lot of playability to it.
Yes, and they're heavy duty. They're like cast aluminum, so they're actually like solid. I don't know if you've held one or not. But
no, they're great.
They're pretty. My kids like to beat them around, so they've been pretty durable. So yeah.
And then what sets do you keep in these sections?
So we've got the retired section right here, which is kind of the retired ones or the gift with purchases, things you can't get anymore, basically from Lego. And yeah, we've got some really cool things, some things that you just can't find anymore that are still brand new in box.
That's always super cool. Yeah, that's part of what makes a store like this so unique.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I love Bricks and Minifigs, because you can get that stuff. So
I like your big giant posters here as well.
Yeah, that was an early idea in our design phase. That was such an inspiration for so many people to love Lego. We wanted to display that in the store for sure.
And then what else do you have in this section display-wise?
Yeah, so over here we've got the new in-box sets, but up above is where we've got some more displays. There's this slat wall is about 3/4 inch, and we were trying to figure out what to use those knights for. And so my manager had this idea to build this kind of scene. And so between me, him, and Trevor, our other employee, we built this scene with all those knights that we have, that we got the 1,000. Built a castle with the dragon. Below it, we've got some other custom builds. We added a toothbrush to the piranha plant. Tony Stark has a heart. Captain Metalbeard. Calvin and Hobbes, which is one of my favorites. Just love that growing up. And then, but probably the most popular one that we get asked about all the time is the Iron Giant. Such a cool build, such an iconic build. And there are lots of plans online that you can find for free. This one's a little bit more expensive, but it was worth it. It was just a really cool build.
Yeah,
so.
And there's a lot of flexibility in how you pose these too. Like he's sitting there,
right,
so that's a really fun way to display that.
Gives him that childlike, innocence that he has in the movie, which is, real fun. So we like to tell story, we call it Lego cheekiness, and and so we tried to do that with all the humor in our store. So yeah, a lot of fun.
I think you pulled it off really well, and it's fun that kind of as you come in, you just start to see these different things, and it really pulls you in and makes you walk around and take a closer look at things.
Yeah, and our whole purpose as owners, we wanted to, our mission is to, inspire creativity. And that's what we wanted to do with our store. I think that's what Lego does. It already does a good job on its own. But we wanted people to come in and find this to be a community hub where they could be inspired to do things that, they hadn't even thought of or hadn't even dreamt of that can be done in Lego. So that was really the purpose of our store, and how we've designed it and how we've decorated it.
Yeah.
So.
And I know you have a great kind of back room as well, so we wanted to show a little bit behind the scenes. So for people who are regular customers or maybe coming in for the first time, you can see kind of how this works and some of the logistics of what running the store is like here.
Yeah, so here we've got our back stock. So and we encourage every customer who comes in, if they're looking for something specific, like Marvel or Harry Potter, that they can come in and we can show them, because we can't fit everything else out on the shelves. So we'll bring them back here, and if you're looking for something specific, ask. We will let you come back here and look at this. It's not really a hidden zone or anything like that. It's just something we want for people to know that's here. And so there is some cool stuff that you can find. We've got here kind of in different sections: Minecraft, Harry Potter, space up here with everything. I've got 2 of these Batmobiles right now, and 2 of the speeders too. So we got a few duplicates. Over here at this table is actually where we do we call our minifig hospital. And so we've got all the extra minifig parts, and Tess here is actually showing you lots of different minifig parts. So if you're ever needing a hand or a leg or an arm, capes,
if you're wanting to just kind of complete a minifig or something, that works really well.
So, and eventually this will go out on the floor when I find some space to display it pretty. So, and then this is a mock that Tess is working on, that she took 2 of these diners and is making this mock. It is really fun. Kind
of upsizing it, adding more playability. Very cool.
Yeah.
I love it. I like your stand here. Is this an old door?
So this is, so I have 2 of these tables, and these doors were here when we took over the space. And I was like, I'm going to make tables out of these. This isn't the first time I've actually done this. I've done it at another job too. When I worked for the Boy Scouts of America, and I built some tables out of old doors. They're just solid. I mean, I used to jump up on them. I'm getting a little bit too old, but and just like really, and they don't even budge. So it's a lot of fun. So. But good use of an old door, so.
But so tons of extra back stock here, like you said. If anyone comes into the store, definitely kind of make sure if there isn't what they're looking for out there in the main area, come back here or ask you guys and see what you've got, because there's lots of options available here. Yeah,
and we are actually working on a big project that I wanted to tell you guys about, because you may be watching this, 6 months down the road, but these wood planks here are actually going to be a tree that I'm building, a giant 9-foot tree out of these planks. They're going to go in the corner. I'll show you back here when we go out, but there's those 2 couches, and right in the corner there, we're going to build a tree all the way up to the ceiling. And I was trying to get it done before you guys came, but I just ran out of time. So, but it'll be really cool. We're going to put base plates on here and then kind of build it out, studs out. And it'd be a really cool feature, a really nice centerpiece for our store.
That is super cool. I love that. Yeah, very fun idea. But you do have more to the store out here, so we can head back out. And I know you have the party room as well, and then you kind of mentioned this area, so you've got
so these
more
are
couches.
Yeah, plenty of sitting space for the parents who are bringing their kids in. So, and it's fun because we'll get kids who will pull these apart, and so we have to rebuild them every once in a while. But yeah, this is that corner right here that tree will go all the way up to the ceiling. It'll be real fun to build. I'm excited, but terrified at the same time to build it. So it's kind of daunting.
And then around the corner from that is your party room.
Yeah.
So lots of space in here, which is super cool. And then you've got the throne build for
We've got
the
throne.
ultimate.
Yep. We actually just got a Polaroid camera that we're going to start adding all the birthday kids. We're going to take their pictures and add them to our wall just outside here to just kind of honor them and have a display that tells people we do birthday party. That's one of the few things people don't realize we do the parties. And so, but yeah, great space. We do the brick-built race cars, and all of our parties are hosted. So we try and make it easier so that they can just come in and we take care of everything. So a lot of fun. So back here in this closet, it's kind of our closet of shame, but I'll show it to you.
I love seeing behind the scenes.
I know, right?
This is great.
So we've got, this is kind of where some of our premium stuff that hasn't been packed in those premium packs, so that we're just kind of waiting for either, enough quantities to put it in the pack. And again, if you ask for it, we can come find it for you. We've got some unbuilt sets here. This is a nice old one, and the Nexo Knights are really cool. We're just waiting for a couple more parts to get for that. And then, yeah, our unsorted bulk back here in the corner. Get out of your way so you can see that. So, and then the other thing we do too is we do corporate events, and that's loud. We do where we'll go out and we'll have a portable track where we can the kids can build the bricks, the brick cars and race it out there too. So we've done some things for the Scouts. We've done some things for Ogden Comic Con, the train shows and stuff like that. So a lot of fun we get to have with the community.
So what is that process like with these large bulk bins as you're trying to figure out what sets might be in there and that sort of thing? Is there a lot of picking through and trying to identify, I think this piece goes to this set and that kind of thing?
Sometimes. Sometimes. So I mean, I had one lady who came in and she was she just had a smaller bin, but she was just like, I'm not into Lego. My kids don't want it. I'm going to sell it. So I bought it as a big, but under it was 15 different instructions.
Oh.
And so as I started going through it, every single piece was there. I didn't have to find a single one. So we kind of look at that and we try and gauge how much, how long it'll take, because that's money off of the profit line. So we try and gauge, and sometimes we just have to call it quits. I think some of these sets we probably need to call it quits because we're not finding enough of the pieces. And some of my employees, they're committed. They want to.
No, I'm sure it's very easy to get caught up in that and wanting to complete it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think so. This one right here, actually, you can tell it's actually the new TIE Fighter. Oh my gosh, why am I blanking on the name? It doesn't, of course, have it on there. But that brand new USC that just came out a couple months ago, and they came in, and it was built, and my manager accidentally dropped it. And so he's not going to like that I said that on your guys' channel. But so that's got to be put back together. So yeah, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, this is a great space though. So you've even got more pieces out here. So was that for birthday parties and kind of doing just builds in the room here?
Yeah, so we actually do a what we call Bricks After Dark events, which is the first Friday of every single month, where we have adults come in from 7 to 9 o'clock and we get to do different activities. So this last month we did a date night where they could come in for $25. They got two minifig makers and 2 roses that they got to build. And then they just got to hang out and do, just go through the bulk, build, race cars. This next month we're doing a mosaic class, actually. So we're going to have people come in. It's free to come, and we'll teach you how to use some of the mosaic software online. And then we're going to build the Lego sign, the 64 by 64 stud Lego sign, and we'll have everybody kind of build a 8 by 8 probably plate to complete that. And then the next month we're actually doing a DIY lighting kit. Where we're going to have somebody come in from our local user group, Nutlug, which has just got recognized by Lego, actually.
Awesome.
Shout out to them, but they're going to come and do a DIY lighting kit. So we're going to actually have, for $20, they can come in, we'll teach them how to solder, teach them how to do the voltage, and they'll get to light a lightsaber and take that home. So real fun. That's what we were all about, was trying to be part of the community and be a hub, for Lego. So for kids and adults alike.
Yeah,
so,
stuff like that is super cool. So for people who want to kind of keep up with what you guys are doing with those types of projects, where are you most active online? Where can they find that?
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, and our email. So we have we've got cards up here, but I'm sure we'll have the link on there where they can sign up for our email list and be a part of, get all those updates on that information. And that's the other thing. The last thing that we do is we do quarterly competitions. So we do an adult quarterly competition for 16 and older, where they build this next month in September. We're doing a epic hideouts. So it's a superhero or villain hideout where they can build around a minifig. And then the kids will be able to come in. So we'll display those for like half a week, where they can come in, customers can come in and vote on them, and for their favorite. And the winner gets like a $50 gift card, and then second and third place get a little bit less. But then the kids can come in and build for free, and then we post those on Facebook and Instagram, and then whoever gets the most votes gets a $25 gift card out of each age group. So some fun stuff that we really try and do for the community and with the community, so to inspire that creativity.
Absolutely. So we'll have a link in the description of this video to the website, so you can find all the info there and keep up to date with everything they're doing here at the store. But the best experience, I always like to say, is to come into the store and just see a lot of these products, especially the older, rare, retired things in person. It's so unique to be able to see that stuff, whether it's still in the box or built on display. Check out all of their amazing products here. You can mention you saw them on Beyond the Brick and meet some of the great employees here while you're at it. Thank you so much for the tour today. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Joshua. Appreciate you.